Hello, welcome, welcome. Thank you to all the new recent subscribers. Today we're going to play a Italian game tournament. Let's check out the specific variation. I haven't checked it out yet. It's Bishop E7. Okay. And shows us the popular continuations. So we're not going to get into fried liver positions. I was wondering about that. And yeah, we've got just 2 minutes before it starts. Let's look at the opening explorer just a little bit before the tournament actually starts. So interesting. Okay, so Bishop E7 is looking pretty good for white. It's not the most common thing I run into. Hungarian defense. Defense is seldom seen, but has a reputation of being solid. Its aim is to defend against an eventual queen exchange and against a pawn storm on the king's side. It says there that the best option is d4, but castling is also an option. And by the looks of it, in the data, seem to agree. So I would have thought c3. So that's interesting. So immediate d4 or castling. So today, I'm a bit unfamiliar. I'm more familiar with, I mean, we could go for the fried liver stuff, or I don't know, stuff where you end up. Oh, actually, here there's the Evans Gambit, so that's very exciting chess. And give up a pawn, but you get a lot of pressure potentially going on here. And I don't know if it's played at the top level now, but back in Kasparov days, I think it was. Maybe a couple decades ago, I think it was even top level.
4, 3.
Pretty serious
2,
continuation.
1, 0.
But today, Hungarian defense. So I'm going to be learning something new here. I've already learned something new. D4. So that's good. D4. Now it's blitz, I can't think too much. But I maybe should have played e5 while I could, instead of castles. I'm not sure. We'll see after the game. I think this is a bad move because I can easily kick away this knight here. Actually, it's even better now. Are they in trouble? Looks to me. Ah, now I can't take. But both of both of their pieces are getting hit. Okay. They managed to escape, and now they've got this idea. Tricky. Or were they just lucky? Now they... Oh, I take. I think I'm gonna go for... they take with the pawn, and then they have this. Annoying. I'm just gonna, I'm giving up the exchange, but I'm gonna have everything developed probably by the end of this. And actually, Don't like if they take here. Messing up my pawns. Okay, everything is developed. Maybe not on the best squares. And doing the pin. I think I'd like to do this, or just, you know, blunder a piece. That works too. No! Alright, getting into resignable territory. Making it uncomfortable for them to move away. They can't move the pawn either. Probably maybe this. Just not paying attention. Just not paying attention. So, but anyway, get to analyze, and so takes. Knight takes. Can also do c3. He's doing well, so maybe I'll try to throw in c3. Or just castles. Interesting. Mix it up. But I'll try c3 first, I think. Now, them taking, yeah. Them taking is good for white. Queen takes, but I just didn't deliver. I did not deliver. Good for black, huh? I thought it was... So this was a bad move because of all kinds of complicated reasons. This was complicated, all this shenanigans, you know. It was complicated, just as complicated. Opening, I was sort of manually doing okay in the opening, but alas, it did not work out. Need to pay a little more attention. I've started playing more of these, what do you call it? 3 minute and 0 seconds games lately. I'm used to having an increment, and it's very different. You have much more time to think. So after castles, I really don't know what's going on at all, to be honest. Just try to make some moves that don't look too stupid. Let's... I'm mildly familiar with these kinds of positions, but not really. I've never gone too extended of a period of time playing this kind of stuff with black. But here and there. Kind of Italian, Roy Lopez kind of positions. Gotta move a little quicker. Not sure. I thought they had something, because why would they do this? But they hadn't really calculated it out, I guess. I'm up a pawn. I mean, I've had this space advantage now. Oh, I gotta keep moving. This possibly with check. Let's just do it for fun. Can always figure out what's going on later. And do I want to play this? No. They'll take my queen. That'd be bad. Or this. Don't really have anything concrete as far as I can tell. But I can take this pawn after I lose a pawn, I guess. Not sure what they're thinking. They're kind of forcing ideas that don't work. You don't want to force ideas that don't work. They can't come to any of these squares, which is nice. Little wall. So I said I was going to try the c3 move. Almost like a Danish gambit here. Pinning the knight, although they can move and protect. Idea here is that after takes, I think this is like a checkmate or something. Man, it sucks to be black here. This is just pain after pain after pain. Taking and checkmate is the idea. Well, let's be safe and get developed. I'm up a point. But I do want to threaten this. I'm up 2 points. Take with check. And then just don't screw up. Good. That was a nice one. What happened? Did they... Computer analysis was rather fast there. So... I don't know. It's not meant to be a computer approved line. It's for putting a lot of pressure against a human. $2,031 rating. Like to pin unless they go here. Let's do the pin. We also have this idea. They've played a bit of a passive line in order to avoid theory, assuming, because they're assuming that I've looked up how the theory works. Although this pin is a lot stronger if you have a knight that can come here, but obviously that's not the case. Still can be annoying, but they can easily push my bishop away. This is a common sort of a Roy Lopez knight movement. So this is the actual... so the Italian game is sometimes called the quiet game. Though there are certain lines that are crazy, like fried liver attack. But this is like the quiet version, let's say. I'm not sure if I take the pawn in these lines. I have this weak pawn here. Get our rooks out. This bishop is unhappy. And if they take here, my bishop will be more happy. Hitting the pawn. Maybe I should just take the pawn. Free pawn against a strong player like this. I still have ideas of putting my bishop here, attacking that pawn, but not really. Because I'm defending this knight. Bishop is very busy. But now, let's do this. If takes, I have this with tempo. I think they just move back. Now they're under time pressure. They really want to squeeze a victory against me. They're the white pieces, rated 2031. So we get this. I think this is okay. Am I okay here? We'll find out. Well, they get a pawn back, or take with the queen. Ah, they take with the queen. Threatening checkmate. Threatening checkmate. That's not good for me. Nothing I can do, really, is there? Dang. I'm sure I was winning for a bit. Wow. The heck? Sorry. Technical difficulties. What the heck is going on? Okay, weird. Okay. So I was winning for a bit, yeah. Made a couple mistakes. Wow. I had no idea this was such a bad idea, you know? Crazy. I'm just not at that level yet. What can I say? Pray one day I'll understand. I mean, to be honest, it felt like my plans were not computer plans. It felt like they were kind of noob. Stupid plans, to be honest. But I didn't really see what else to do. Okay, so I will stick with the main line. I want to learn this main line for use in my actual games. I think this is bad. I think black is making a mistake. They're losing a... No. But this is just better for white by a lot, I think. Ben Feingold says if you can play e5 and kick the knight, do it. Something like that. Chase this knight around for fun. Where's this knight going? Do I have to defend, I guess? Put my bishop here. Now what if I go here? I think they go here. But they have to take with the king, so let's go that way. Just develop my pieces, castle, and enjoy their silly position. Let's do that. Ooh. Dangerous. Oh. Both of these are getting hit. Ouch. I'm not supposed to be able to make good moves. Well, actually I have this resource. Cannot take. They could have continued the pressure with this move, I think. I guess I just move back. I screwed up. Or did I? I don't know. This knight has nowhere good to go, but I can't do that quite yet. I want to take the bishop first, but they take, and they're threatening this. But I take here. Let's try it. I don't know if I'm getting anything good out of it. This though. Well, now I can trap the knight. That was kind of the idea. But first, deal with this. I'm taking too much time again, like I do. Black might be better, except for this. I think their knight is in trouble. Not really. My pawn is weak. Their pawn chain is strong. This is a passed pawn. Black is probably better. I just have to make fast moves, even though they're not smart. Try to catch them in some kind of trouble somewhere. Oh god. Of course they might not have noticed, but so I kind of collapse under this this time control. I'm so used to 3-2. I've been playing 3-2 for like 10 years. And you actually have a lot more time. At least it feels that way. All right. D4. 2167. Guess I'm gonna get rocked on. I don't know if I want to play this precarious move against such a strong opponent. Let's just do it anyway. It's Blitz. But rather than the Danish variation, I think I would go for the other one. It's a free pawn. Free real estate. Trying to play so tricky against the 2167 player. But you never know. They're not superhuman. They're up 4 points. I thought we were even or something. Getting demolished, as you'd expect. Obviously, I'm gonna lose this game. This was decided pretty much from the ratings alone. But it's a good opportunity to play these much stronger players. It's good for your chess. I think that's what they say. I don't know why I did that. Force them to activate their knight. Kind of giving up at this point, to be honest. Could have played immediate e5, would have been better on castles. Yeah, this is just very dubious, very suspicious, these lines that I'm playing. But here, e5 was I was probably still in the game here if I had played e5, so. So c3 as the first move in this tournament is supposed to be not so great. But really not too sure what the problem is with it, to be honest. It's maybe a little slow. Maybe I just don't care. Maybe I do care. Maybe here. They take the rook. Maybe... Maybe I don't care. So here or here. Wow, blunder. There we go. Thanks, Vasakasa. Yeah, I think it's a good game until they lost their queen. And I was down on material, but thought it was alright. Material is not everything. But if I were them, I'd resign. I'm up 11 points here. This is slightly annoying. Wouldn't really mind giving up the exchange though, so I don't really care. There you go. Throw this in. They're in trouble now. They have to block, I think. Not that they weren't already in trouble, but... Probably missing some checkmates or something, but... It's all good. Checkmate. That was fun. I should probably analyze that game, but too late. Because the beginning was a little interesting. 2024 player. I feel like I've played this. Yeah, I've played them once before. I have good memory. Do-to-to. So I'm interested in this C3 line. Let's take with the knight this time. I'll give up the pawn for ideas here, maybe. Do I? Don't know if I believe in this. Takes and then that's not good enough. They're just gonna castle. But how about here? They take the bishop. How about takes? No, that's not gonna work. I, 'cause, 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 ' because the bishop is being attacked. Whatever. I have superior development. They did that? I'm surprised. Whatever. Losing material. Though there's ideas of here, but no, because they're hitting it with 2 pieces. So I think they just take with the bishop here, not with the knight. But then I take this, but then they take here, and I lose the exchange. Seems. That's what it seems like. Although, no, I was miscalculating. There's no takes here. Unfortunately, they take back and they're protecting the knight again. I should have maybe I should have done this, huh? Whatever. Well, I can at least take the pawn. So, even for them, I think there was some trickiness to the lines, you know, like this pawn sacrifice I did in the beginning. In a blitz game, even against a strong opponent like this, I think it's interesting. Maybe we'll have a look at the analysis after. I mean, I'm sure they're probably winning the whole time, according to the computer. I want to play this pawn. Now they have the queen protecting, unfortunately. Which is probably what they'll do, yeah. Let's have a little look at the analysis. C3. Now they're doing D takes. So we have options. Because if we don't take immediately, this is still sort of a Danish gambit kind of line with these bishops here. The major lead in development, even though you're giving up 2 pawns. It's interesting. And actually, so queen d5. I should try to throw that in at some point. That seems to be the main line. Benima defense. Scotch game Benima defense. We're in a totally different opening. But I elected to take, which is second favorite here. Now we'll see what the computer's not going to like white, I can tell you. Oh, they do. Interesting. Computer likes this gambit. Or if they take, that is. Interesting. I'm surprised. Usually computers don't like gambits so much. So this is actually a really interesting line. If the computer likes it, then it's pretty good. So e5 was correct here. Knight g4. Castles was wrong. This is when I wanted to play queen d5. Benima Defense. Benima Defense. I'm going to try to remember that. And explore this in a lot more detail. But all of this is in this... begins with this Hungarian defense. That's what it's called, right? So, alright, let's go back to the tournament. Yeah, Hungarian defense. Bishop e7. So, I had no idea that this... I always thought this bishop e7 was this boring passive move. It's not going to be anything really interesting. But immediate d4 leads to some really interesting stuff, I have to say. Okay, they're trying to avoid theory altogether with that move. And I want to punish them. I think, let's see, I better get castled first. But I think ideas of, if your opponent did nothing moves here, pin them and then put the knight here. Should be uncomfortable, probably. So we'll try to pull that off if I can. I'm ready to castle. If they go here, I can castle. And so pin the knight. Pull back. I don't think they want to go here. Now we have this. That's uncomfortable for white. They can do this. It's not a good... It's too weakening. So yeah, they've played some non-theoretical moves. I think I'm punishing them. I mean, you do not want this pawn structure with white here. I don't like the pin either. Now, the difference is, I haven't castled yet. I could play this. Let's go. Let's go for it. I get to put my queen here, and I'm hitting this pawn. If they move here, I just protect. Okay, let's get castled. It's quite an aggressive style of play. Castling on opposite sides. I don't know. I think this is just going to break up the position a lot. Actually, it's a mistake. Hold on. It's a mistake, but I still like it. Sort of. I don't know. His king has no protection, so... Wasn't expecting the bishop to go there. I gotta be careful. After the smoke clears, I gotta watch out for this. But I think... so you need more time. 3 minutes is not enough. I have this. Still have it, probably. It sounds like they're not taking. Yeah, I like these positions with black. Whether I win or lose, this is just wonderful chess. Just, I love to be on the attacking side here. My king is so much safer than theirs. Okay, so they're stopping this, which is probably smart. I could just take here. Let's do that. 41 seconds. Plan is to go here, threaten this, but I think they're just going to trade off the thing. Luckily my queen is protecting here. I was looking at that. I didn't consider this move, unfortunately. In trouble. I'm in trouble. Ah! That was a fun game, though. Alright, so let's see what the computer says. So now, yeah, computer likes my position, like I was saying. It didn't like this. Okay. Never really thought of this, doing this. So I'll think of doing that more in the future. That was a fun game, though. Even you're not going to win all of them, obviously. Unless you're one of the best in the world, you're going to lose about half your games, so... Well, assuming you're, it's skill-based matchmaking. So there are other lines, but I want to really learn this D4 line first. Because I'm not going to run into this that often in the wild, and I just want to remember D4. So I think this is already bad for black. They have to block here, and then I would play this. And since they didn't block, now I take here. So I think taking with the knight is a mistake, I think. Feels wrong to me. No. I just total brain malfunction. But I'm still, it's still about even though I gave it my queen. Classic. I've already won thinking. Brain just switched off. Actually, I don't want to make excuses, but I'm gonna make an excuse. When you're streaming, this happens more, right? You think about the stream a bit. That's okay though. That's okay. Okay. Not the most fun position I've ever played. This guy's stuck guarding, so he's got easy attacking ideas. Not good. Not good for me. I'll try to be sneaky. It's not gonna work. I'm gonna lose. They're gonna take. I was trying to get in this and fork the king and queen. My last desperate attempt. Dang, it's so hot in Japan. It's so hot I can't even have headphones on. Again, ideas to pin, do this. Now that's not a thing, but I can still pin. Okay, they don't like the idea of this and not having somewhere for their bishop, so that's interesting. And maybe, you know what, once they did this, maybe I should have gone here. I want to play a little funky for some reason. This is not good. I don't think it's good, but I enjoy playing a little strange sometimes. I want to put my knight here. They can take, mess up the pawns a little bit, but this is a strong pawn. And they lose the bishop pair, so deflecting here might be a bit annoying for them. Can move here, I don't know. I don't know if I want to castle or go over here. Position falling apart as usual. I've lost this knight twice now in this tournament. It's probably not a good thing. Could take this pawn. That's what I get for playing strange. Usually goes wrong. Let's just move on. I'll confirm. Actually, so I wonder, what does the computer think of this move? It's okay. So I go here, I go here, they go here, kind of thing. Interesting. It's worth trying sometimes. But computer likes castles, whatever. Bishop, G4, G5. So it's still pretty even. So is this move? Right. I just didn't really think about this. I was thinking about this, so I gotta watch out for these. If you move your bishop and you're not castled, gotta watch out. In many openings, I guess. Okay, 2 minutes till the next one. And it'll be 5 minutes, a little more time. Play quick bullet. Bad move. Well. Complicated. and bad. It's too nice. So good in bullet. So good. It's gonna checkmate me. In bullet, I should really just go for 2 knights. I mean, okay. It said resume. Here we are. Okay, Italian game, Hungarian defense. So it's this early, well, it's bishop e7. d4 is the most... hello, Brentley Sherlock. How are you doing? d4 is the supposed strongest move. I like... Normally I just take, I think, but I like this sort of interesting... It's like a gambit, I guess, but... Now let me think. Before I played this, this is actually the main line. So let's try here. And what was surprising is that the computer likes White's position here, which I was surprised a bit. So very sharp stuff. That cannot possibly be a good move, because I take. Now I'm threatening mate again. Wow. Okay, that's a good result. That's a good start. Let's go. I'm number 2 in the tournament. Yes. Tied for first place. So, I'm going to play that line hopefully a few times, get a sense of it. Maybe I should play it with the black pieces as well. I kind of believe that to really understand something, you should play both sides. So let's see if I can try to get those kinds of positions. Yay, tied for first. A lot of people over 2,000 in this tournament. See, that game was really quick, so that's why it's taking a while. Pablo Narcos 911 2121. So, yeah, the opening. Okay, let's start with the game. So let me think. Okay, so it's White's move, yeah, so here and takes. Nobody's playing that, which is weird. So a lot of people play these games, these tournaments with the openings, and they avoid the theory. This is interesting, huh? I'll take a bishop. Plus their pawn is hanging. How long has that been hanging? I could have just taken it, huh? This is a... no, because my pawn is hanging too. What? I see. Alright, let's not play super silly. Got a bishop. Now... Is this interesting, possibly? Okay, I think the rook doesn't belong here, I think. Want to punch this queen around. I think they'll stay protecting the pawn, but I'll maybe win some tempo anyway. Although... yeah. Let's punch the queen. So this rook is really cramped, but I don't know. Let me think. Maybe start by going here. Don't think I'll be able to trap it. This rook does not belong here, I swear. I swear it doesn't belong there. It's kind of a common pattern I see, like getting your rook out, and it can't run back to safety. Rooks are a bit of a liability, like kind of like how the queen is a liability. Is it? It's almost trapped. It has this square. Now threatening fork, so they gotta react. Okay, I didn't expect that, but that can't be good. I'll trade the queen. I'm up enough of material. So now I think maybe a rook lift is okay. Even here, they can open up lines and might regret it, but we'll see. Actually, I'd rather just close things up a little bit, get my pieces in the position I want. So they've opened up this file, so this pawn is hanging. Yeah, they're kind of acting in a slightly desperate way, which I guess I would also. They're kind of acting impulsively. This is getting hit twice now. I'll just protect them. Could be losing a pawn, but if we're trading a lot of pieces, I don't really care. I might even... Do I want to give this up? Nah. It'd be a lot simpler with them only having the bishop, but I'd only be up by 1 point, and so I feel like give them some fighting chances. I don't have a lot of time on the clock either. Gotta start moving a bit quicker. Maybe I'll throw this in. They moved the pawn forward. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Okay. So, like I was saying, Hungarian defense begins with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, and usually most common moves are either this or bishop c5, or even, there's actually a lot of moves that are more common, but we're looking at this. And I was expecting this to be quiet and simple, but it's actually pretty sharp, much sharper than I thought. This is the strongest move. And I haven't yet analyzed this position. I think this is good for white. Let's do this. I've gotten this position a few times, so I better wait a second. No funny business. Is this some kind of trick? Now let's see, do I want to try to castle queenside? They're trying to play tricky. Can commend them on that. I want to get my rook out fast. Break that pin. The bishop's trapped. So, just didn't work out the way they wanted. Still going for it. Okay. Offer the exchange, threaten here, they'll probably move back, or maybe, okay, or that. Yeah, so this is just winning for white. And I'll just stop the knight from coming in here real quick. Get developed. Knight is going to be annoying. Don't mind trading bishop for the knight. Since it's blitz, the knight is kind of... Yeah, it's definitely stronger than their bishop. I'm gonna just keep going after that knight. I could have done it en passant, but I like this pawn here. Solid pass pawn, true pass pawn. So hitting the bishop and then got the fork, so they got to protect. Okay. Let's actually, in case my, yeah, threaten this. Also, better escape square for the knight. Central escape square. Because if they start doing this, it'd be a little annoying. No problem. So now, gotta get this rook out. Poke there. I think they just do that. Where do I want this rook? I guess here. These pawns have been a real asset in this game, especially after we traded the queens. Oh, I should have thought more about that. This is, I don't want to give him any counterplay. I think now I should be able to trade off the rooks. Yeah, I should have been a little more careful there, but I think I'm fine. Get my king over here, protect. Also, they have to respond to this, so. I'm number 2 in the tournament still. That's nice. I'm gonna be greedy. Take that pawn. Let's trade the rooks. So their king has no escape squares at all. So all I need to do is get my knight here. All I need to do, just get the knight there. Well, they're totally losing, so they can pick their poison. Good. Okay. I said I was going to analyze something, though. Hold on. Because... Was it... Here, I run into this a lot. Yeah, this is going to be quite good for white, huh? I think. This is a weird move. F4 was probably the best move. Good. Yeah. The bishop is... Yeah, it's fine. We don't need to worry about that. And... They should... The best move is... They don't have a lot of good moves. Oh, this is... Yeah, after F4, I'm good. Okay. Gotta remember F4. I played it without preparation, so that's good. Lucky, maybe. Try to remember it anyway. Okay, we got a winning streak going on. Number 3 in the tournament. Lucky. Pre-move that. No. Okay. Castles and then d4. Okay. That's interesting. So, this is going to be complicated, I can tell. They might throw this in. But do I have these ideas? If they go here, then they're threatening this thing. This gets very complicated. I might already be in trouble. Oh, I had no idea that castles was such a sharp, crazy line. Oh no, they don't have here because... Okay. They don't have here. I just take... Takes. Okay. So now I have time to castle. This is very complicated. Ah, this is trouble. I'm in trouble. Bravo. Tip of the hat to Gothic 3. This line, I'm very excited about. Jeez. Crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go berserk. Does it make any sense? Probably not. Totally desperate. Crazy. Hail Mary. That's all I can do at this point. Yeah. I'm gonna resign. Let's check the analysis. They've taught me a good line, so let's go to the master's database here. So castle's second most popular move, performing well for white, either d6 or knight f6. Knight f6 is more popular and doing better. Then this d4, which is supposed to be good for black. Okay. So I missed the continuation here. d6 is better. Don't take. This is still equal, supposedly. Then e5, yeah. Okay, so it's not equal if they play e5. Or rook e1. How does this make sense? It says e takes d4 is 50-50, right? Now we're on e takes d4. It says the sum is 42% for white. So I think it means that by transposition you can get into this position, but the people who take here don't fare as well. Or actually they fare better, I guess. It's a little complicated, but it has to do with the transpositions. It's a little weird. Anyway, I don't like this for black. After e5 is... This is tough to deal with, I gotta tell you. This is real tough to deal with. Okay, so they gotta play d6, and then we have a game of chess. So I will try to get this in a game. Although if they play d6 right away... Well, if they play d6 right away, then what... No, this is not a thing, okay. We can still play d4. We can play d4 either way. Okay, let's try to get those positions in our games. Man, so hot here. Sweating. Makes it feel like I'm doing something serious. All right. So I said we'll try castles. Man, this is so sharp. I had no idea how sharp all this is. We can play d4 here, right? That was a line, right? So I didn't even consider taking here. Pablo Narcos, 911. How may I take your call? What is your emergency? This is exactly the line we just had. They're playing here. What was the line? This is what I did before. How did they play? I think they played rook e1. I feel like I'm just navigating new territory, because I literally am. Maybe here? Very, very sharp. Love it. I'm so excited about this. Unfortunately, people only play this move so often. But like I keep saying, I was always disappointed. I thought, oh, this is going to be a real slow, boring game. Now I have this tremendous set of weapons. I don't know if... No. No. So I'm attacking this pawn by attacking the queen. Now they have threats of here. I think it's worth taking here. This against a 21-15 rated player here. Hitting that bishop. Hitting this bishop twice. Hitting this pawn. This is potentially interesting. But maybe I should take this pawn. I don't know, let's do this. It's weird. I like it. Still even material though. Their king side is slightly weaker. I think knight is better than the bishop here. I think I can do this because I'm not too worried about the light squares. They don't have a bishop. I think. Maybe. Now they can take with the queen. No, they can't because I take here. I'm not really threatening anything, I don't think. I actually don't like... Okay, I'm going to play on the light squares. I don't like that this is hanging. They had some weird ideas of stuff. Put my pieces on a lot of light squares. Also maybe want to stack my rooks up, if possible, if they allow it. I gotta start moving faster. Might offer the exchange because my knight should be better in the endgame. They could come here. It doesn't really do anything, does it? Bishop just is not as good. Oh! Let's get nice and cozy together. Where do I want my knight? Here or here, probably? It's hard to get there. What kind of maneuver can I do? I don't see any maneuvers. I don't want to trade it. I need to somehow get the knight here and then here. A little tricky. Dun, dun, dun. If they allow it. I'm screwed. Time's just... I don't have time. Can I force a draw? Let's see. Get that king out for us to see him. We want to see our king out in the open. Make you think real hard. Dang it. What about this? What about this? What about that? Whoa! Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh baby. Woo! Great game. Yes. Pablo Narcos, I'm sorry. Got you in there. Tactic. Damn, that was good. Let's star that. Star. Put a little GG. That was a little bit lucky that they gave me that tactic at the end. But that was beautiful. They were under time pressure. Can't be helped when you're playing 5-minute games. Okay. And actually, that game definitely needs to be analyzed. I'll probably wait. Maybe I'll wait till the end of the tournament to analyze that one. Okay, so this and this, I think, are the moves. They both can run into this, and it gets super sharp and complicated, but they didn't do that. Let's do this one. Let's throw this one in. I'm actually loving these. Maybe I should play this with black. If I memorize the lines really well. Queen, or the bishop is trapped. But can they get out in time? I think they have to go here, allowing this. Here I take. Should I do this? Let's do it. Can trade the queens. Still up 2 points. Got the bishop pair. Everything's good. Everything's good. A little space for the king. If I were them, I'd put the rook here, I guess. Or there. Let's do... What should we do? Probably lose a pawn here. Let's do this. Should be smooth sailing. What is my goal? Let's get the king out. And we can bully them by offering the exchange to and gaining position as we do it. like this. Although now they're threatening. It's okay. It's all gonna be fine. Offer the exchange and bully. Push the king back. Do bad. Well, it's okay. Also, they got all these weaknesses everywhere. Let's start poking at them. I want to get my bishop somewhere where it is protected. Back here. And we can push the king away. I want to get everything protected. And I gotta worry about these pawns though. They do have some counterplay. Probably not the best lines I'm playing, but that's okay. Got to move this. Or the king. Might give this up if I can take these pawns. I don't mind. If I were them, I would have resigned a long time ago, but you gotta admire their fighting spirit. Yeah, I'll give up those pawns, I don't care. Because this is super hard to deal with. Push that king back. And they're not gonna be able to... Queen. I have an idea of doing this. Can do it anyway. Okay. That was a mistake. But they resign anyway. Okay, good. So, won all but one of the games. 4th place. Who's the highest rated? We got 2133. Might be the highest. I've got a lot more to think about, because I was thinking here, but after takes, this could be annoying. I don't have time to bring out the knight, so I decided to bring out the knight here, and if I can just take. So I have time to get castle, it looks like. And this is... Have we transposed to a Scotch? Is that what's going on here? Anyway, yeah, I think a lot of these are transposing to the Scotch. I'm going to pin this knight, putting pressure on this pawn. I think I'm winning a pawn there. Like to do this if I could. Maybe here at some point. I can play this, but I want to induce that. It's weakening. Yeah, it's weakening. Now, maybe the idea is... Nah, I think I can take it. I was gonna say maybe they're trapping my knight, but I don't see it. Come here. Here. I think we're fine. Now this is a threat. If they take, I could take with the queen. I'm not sure. Might want to keep my queen here for safety. Now this looks kind of interesting. Is this ugly for me? Because I don't... Before, they didn't really have that. I'd go here, but... I'll stop that. I don't like that. Hello, Rocket Roy. Yo! Now... they have ideas here, I guess. Maybe I should just go for it. Maybe I should block. Then after here... No, because takes, checkmate. I don't know, I'm starting to feel pressure here, for sure. I'm starting to not like this position a bit. Well, I can tuck my queen in here, I guess. Oh, no, I can't. Where do I want my queen? Here? I can offer the exchange. Probably should do that. I think after takes here, I have to put my king on dark squares, and this... It's looking really painful. Let's just hope I don't get into that line. I think they will. Yeah, this is ugly. Not happy. No estoy contento. No estoy contento yo. Oh, gosh. It's borderline resignable. Sucks. What happened? Everything fell apart. I was up material and everything fell apart. Knight f6 is not the best move here. d6 is better. Gotta remember that. d6 is better here. Although the computer likes knight f6. Knight takes c6 is the move, huh? This is confusing. I was looking at d6, and what was I thinking? I was thinking after takes, this was annoying, was what I was thinking. So let's check that out. Yeah, 50% for white here. Oh, they don't have that. Brain malfunction. What about queen h5? d5. It's also e5. Very complicated. Very complicated. That is chess. C3 does really bad, and it's interesting. Let's go... Should I do castles? It was very complicated after that. After D. I still play d4 here. Very sharp. Okay, that's a weird move. Let's ignore it and play d4. So they've moved their bishop twice in a very strange, questionable way. Gotta watch out for Scholar's Mate, I guess. I think we're okay. It's not really Scholar's Mate, is it? They're not really threatening anything with this. So we've had this kind of position before, but I think they've lost an extra tempo. Normally, this is... We had this where my king was here. I wasn't castled. And they had this. And now... Yeah. Ouch. Ouchie. Checkmate. That's a free chess lesson is what that is. Much obliged. Number one has law. Wait, oh, they got a draw in the first game. Oh, 5 is because they went berserk. Okay. 3s and 5s are berserks. I don't know if... I guess against that opponent I could have gone berserk. Yeah. Alright. Veterinarian. So now this is one of those moves that seem boring and passive to me, but who knows? This opening has changed how I think about chess. Let's do it. So king is open. They've got their knight in a silly spot protecting the king. Possibly ideas here become strong at some point. Possibly. Or here. But they've got a lot of stuff protecting the square. So let's work up to that. Let's get the rook in the game. I mean, I wanted to develop my knight, so that helps me. Thank you. Ah, they have this. Though they missed it. Though I think I have to trade now. So they're probably better. I'm preparing everything based on this, I think. Can even get the knight in here. Here, I guess. They shouldn't offer a draw there, and I'll let them waste their time. I don't know if that's bad etiquette, but... I mean, I say they shouldn't offer a draw. I guess they could. Why not? I don't see what's drawish about this. So we got double-edged position. So I imagine I can do this. I haven't really calculated. Just looks good to me. So I'm thinking pawn, knight, and then this kind of thing. That's what I'm thinking. It's getting awfully tight for them. Awfully tight. That's why they offer a draw. They felt the pressure coming. even though they're up a point a piece, really. Let's do it this way. Let's just line these up. I thought it was checkmate. No. What was their move? They took the pawn. Okay, I wasn't even really paying attention. Should have paid attention. I don't know. I thought I was winning already. I thought it was checkmate. So now let's... I guess here is probably the move, I guess. And they give up. Couldn't they have tried here? I would have tried. They got this far. Oh well. Tournament's over. But there'll be another one already started. So let's jump in. Seems odd. Coming in here. I should have berserked. GG, not. Alright. Got D. Ivanov already with 3 points. Number 1. 2083 rating. Got a 2134, 2130. I think the highest I've seen in these is like 2300. Castle. Go for D4. Board Blaster 2007. Here, do I go d4? Don't remember. I think I can go d4. Let's see. Let's do that. I think they come here. Do this. They could take. But then I think rook e1 becomes interesting. Rook e5, rook e4 is the other, sorry, knight e4 is the other idea. Okay, this is new to me. I think I like my position here. I don't mind stimulating this. I think possibly I could come in here. Or later I could come in here. Let's do it now. So castling just looks impossible for black. I mean, these pawns. I didn't really think about this for some reason. I don't know why. So yeah, I should have probably delayed and then gone in with the bishop. But we could still do that. Gotta worry about this move if my queen's here. But then I think... Let's see. Got a game of chess. Got a game of chess. I want to put this here again. Completely. I want to. They take it with attack on the queen. I didn't see that. We can block. It's a little nutty, professor, but. Don't know if I like my position so much anymore. Let's get over here. At least I'm threatening something. It's still a little bit their king safety is still kind of wrecked, honestly. So they've got this center, which is, I mean, these pawns are good, but this one's a little easy, a bit of an easy target. Interesting. Kind of was expecting them not to castle. So if the rook moves, we have ideas here, but with the bishop not there, they have an escape square, so I'm not sure. It's a little complicated. But I think here I'll be threatening some kind of checkmate, maybe. But I think they just go here. But it gives me time to develop. I want to get this rook over here. Rook's doing nothing for me in the corner. They also have a little bit of time pressure, considering the position. Okay. Let's get this knight out of the way. So they were connecting their rooks and further strengthening this while developing a piece. Also, they're stopping this now. Okay. So my idea's here, then here or something? I don't know. Just need to not lose my queen. Keep them under time pressure a bit. I wanted to go here, but it's just not working. So... is this a move? Let's do this. It's completely bonkers, but let's just go bonkers. Let's go crazy mode. If this were classical, I could spend 10 minutes thinking about this move, probably. Or maybe it's just bad for some obvious reason. Okay, that I didn't consider that. So I really wanted to get rid of that bishop. Now... they're gonna do this, but I have this, I think. Maybe. Still a game of chess, but their clock is winding down. Pawn's looking redonkulous, but they're up 2 points. Can't actually take it yet. I gotta make some space for my king. They're probably winning this. It's just not enough. Though, yeah, I think they're winning, probably. Let's see. They only have a minute, so might blunder. Also, I can try to put some pressure on this king. No, I screwed up. Because they go here. Otherwise, I almost had a checkmate. That's what I'm setting up for. But do I still have... No, I don't have it. Wait. I don't think I have it. No. We'll just be silly and do this. Okay. It was worth a try. Might go berserk on some of these. If I'm gonna move fast anyway, might as well. I guess if my opponent berserks, I should stop and think about berserking. Let's see. 23:15. Viva la música. Spain. They're fourth now already. Are they the highest rated? Probably. Count them as the highest rated. Viva la música. So it can help to see how these individuals play these openings sometimes. If we have time. Let's berserk. So this trade is bad. This is the noob trade. It's almost always bad for them. And this knight being here is also noob. Because now they just have to move back. Although now trading, they might have some ideas here, but because of the tempo. Yeah. If my king were still here, this would be dangerous, I guess. So I'm up a pawn, so I don't mind this, but now this is a problem actually. But they can't really take yet because they have back rank issues. And now they're making the beginner mistake of trading all the pieces when they're down material. Very bad beginner mistake. Trades benefit the person who is up in material. Now they've also screwed up their pawns for no good reason. So, yeah. They don't understand that they're just making trades for no reason. It's not benefiting them, it's actually hurting them. Not only because they're down in material, but they're also just messing up their position with them, so it's not working. Plan to put my rook here. Here, rather. Threatening both ways. I wasn't really paying attention to this. I don't even care. It's threatening more exciting things here. If I were them, I'd do this. Then I'll take here. And there's no way they can protect this. I mean, they can move it, though. And I can make use of these pawns. Knowing my opponent, they'll probably do this pointless trade that helps me. Yep. Instantly. No thought. Okay, I'd like to trade the bishops and just use these 2 pawns to win. And again, I think they'll trade, so... Oh, hi Dash, how you doing? Let's go here. Adding pressure there, but it's fake pressure because I have a checkmate. So let's make a nothing move and see if they'll fall for it. Yep. They can't take the rook. Get checkmated. I think they see it though. Yeah, I'm doing okay. It's really hot here, that's all. I can't even... Not even using headphones, because lately it's so hot using headphones. I don't know if you can hear... You might be able to hear an echo of the sound from the computer. H3? Oh, okay. They're giving up. So this opening is actually pretty sharp. It's Italian with a bishop e7, which is one of the more rare lines. So I thought it was a quiet, boring game, but it's actually pretty sharp. Let's just play, let me think. Let's do this. I don't care. It's not gonna... It can't be good. I'm just losing material, but... Oh, Oregon. Yeah, sounds hot. If this were someone near my rating, I wouldn't do this, because I'm sure it's not good. But I'm really just kind of curious to see what happens. Yeah, it's just not good. Okay. That was silly. But let's see what the computer says after this pin, because it's actually kind of annoying, this pin. At least I thought so. Computer on low depth says H3. So I was a little worried. I didn't need to worry, I guess. I don't know why I was worried. Brain malfunction, I guess. Okay, whatever. Yeah, Oregon sounds hot. What's the temperature in Oregon? Highs are like 33. Yeah, that's roughly what it is here. Highs around here, let's see. I'm in Toyama, Japan. Highs are about the same, yeah. 33, 32, 34. Right now there's an excessive heat warning in Toyama. It says. Yeah. It kind of sucks. Helping your mom move to California. Oh, okay. Nice. Wonder what the temp is in Los Angeles. But I'm from near Los Angeles, and so it's not a humid heat. Los Angeles is a little cooler. 31 Celsius, but or that's the highs rather, but I don't know. It doesn't feel as bad because you're always in air conditioning, even if you're in your car. It's air conditioning, and it's just not humid. Here's also humid. We're driving the moving truck all the way down to the Bay Area. Oh, okay. So you're watching on your phone? Okay, let's mix it up a bit. Let's go for these other lines a bit. And I can do this kind of thing. And d4 is the main move. But I've learned from playing these strong opponents that you can castle and then do d4 after. So let's do this silliness. And the computer actually likes this position for white. Apparently. That's what it said. Okay, I'm gonna play this. Very tricky position. Now I'm willing to bet this knight is sort of misplaced. They can't come back here. And this is not the best square for them either. Yeah. They're in a house of pain. We're stopped for the night. We're at a hotel right now. I'm watching on my laptop. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot it's nighttime over there. Yeah, so this is the line. And it is, okay, with the Masters, it's the third most popular move. So I like playing the Italian with white. If they play here, we can go for sort of fried liver kind of positions, which are super exciting. If they play, if they play here, I like to do the Evans Gambit, which is quite sharp and interesting. And now I have a new weapon, lots of new weapons against Bishop e7, third most popular move. Which in the past I thought it was just boring, slow play, but I'm learning today that it's actually really sharp. My muscles ache. It's something because the stupid heart. Oh, it's nice to finally settle down for the night. Yeah, I gotta get rid of this heart thing. It blocks the chat. What? Oh wait, can I just make it? Yeah, just no matter what I do, it blocks the chat. Kind of silly. All right, I think I can just go like this, even though I'm blocking in my rook. Can't have everything you want all the time. Sometimes your rook is a little stuck. Now I can be a bully and threaten trading queens and stuff. Any kind of trade is going to benefit me. Any fair trade. These games are long, huh? These rapid games. I'll just get developed and threaten this trading. Threaten to exchange pieces. Okay. It's probably a good idea for them. Weakens their king side a bit. I think this might be my last game today and this stream. It's getting a little slow. It's too hot for streaming more than a couple hours. Oh wait, I had ice. Where's my ice? Brought extra ice. Okay, you can trade, that's fine. Maybe even this. More aggressive trading. My knight becomes pinned. Maybe just here. Good square for their knight. We'll try to take it out. This game is actually incredibly boring because they didn't resign. Just up material. Just executing. Pretty straightforward stuff. Wonder what they're thinking about. They're pinning the knight, but pinning the knight. So that makes this worse, or just bad. We could get the king out of here. Let's do that. Fisher had something he said about, like, my knight is in his territory now because of, like, this is their side of the board, and over here is my side of the board. And apparently that's good, I guess. Good square for the knight. I want to actually protect this square so I can threaten trades. Also, potentially protecting here. Seems like the best way to develop this rook as well. Have it play some kind of role in the game. Interesting. So they do have some kind of ideas, but I don't think it works. They cannot really hit these dark squares until they bring their king out, and it's just, there's no way that's going to do anything. But now I'm only up a point, so I gotta be a little careful. But being up 2 pieces here should be fine. Especially against the bishop. Can't hit the dark squares. Just mosey my king over. Now they have hope. But something weird happens when Lichess restarts. But at 9 minutes, they barely don't make it. There's no way this is going to take 9 minutes. Finally. Ugh. Okay. I might analyze, let's look. There were some really good games that I played. Might just do a little analysis and then stop for today. So I got this really good win against Pablo Narcos 21-15. Though they were winning most of the game, I think. I didn't get the time to analyze. Okay, they analyzed already. So actually, it was really a good game, and then they were winning towards the end, but they were under time pressure, and allowed this beautiful tactic. So they're hoping to trade queens, and they're up. What are they up? A point. But they allow this, and they're in check, so they can't take. They're pinned, so they can't take. And if they can't take the knight, well, they have to move out of check. And then I take the queen. win either of these. So they blundered there under time pressure, but they had only a minute left. I had 13 seconds though, so, and there's no increment. But let's see. So they played. So I castled. These are the two main moves, d4 and castled. But usually with d4 with castles you play d4 very soon after. So knight f6 and d6 are the moves. But with so I played d4 and not good apparently. Should play d3. But after d6 I can play d4. Yeah. So that's what I was going for. Anyway, we played d4. After e takes, we have pretty even game. They should play d6, I guess. But how does that not transpose? See, it's a little... Sometimes just going by these percentages alone, there's deeper information. So here, d4 supposedly is good. But now they can transpose, but maybe they don't, usually. These other lines are worse for them, so... It transposes anyway, so I'm going to count this as an anomaly. I think you can go d4 here. Yeah, the computer doesn't like lose points or anything. So anyway, it's only based on these 25 games that it's getting this good for black statistic. So anyway, they played e takes. After d6... I don't know. There's a game of chess to be played, but they took, and this stuff is really sharp with e5. We're getting into these kinds of positions a lot in the game, where you have takes and then e5. And putting the knight over here, like we saw in the last game, actually. Now here, they're threatening to take. But in the last game, they didn't have this square. See, I think I had my pawn here, and I took here. And then they castled, and I did this, and then they didn't have this, and so they went here. Or wait, what did they do? They attacked here, because they realized it was bad. So, but apparently, I don't know, it's complicated. It's quite sharp. Bishop f4, protecting the pawn. Then you've got 8 games you can look at from there. But takes e5, and the other common move is knight e4. Bishop d5, doing well for white. So it's just complicated and interesting. Can't go into every game that was played here, but we're already in kind of the boonies in terms of the database here. Only 33 games. Pretty sharp. So I had no idea this was so sharp. I thought this was a... Let's look at it over here. I used to play the Italian a lot, and I was always really disappointed when they did this. I thought it was really boring, slow. I probably just played this, standard Italian, which is not doing well here, interestingly. Not totally sure why. That could also be an anomaly, because maybe it just shows that if they played here, they actually don't know what they're doing, just because there's much sharper... d4 or the castles, and then d4 is very sharp, like we just saw. So I have trouble believing that c3 is bad. Knight f6. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for everybody. Thanks to everyone who watched, all the new subscribers recently and all that. And see you again soon, hopefully. Have a good day. Bye.